Hello, Townships, and welcome back to the 1308 Report, brought to you by the Ohio Township Association. I'm Kyle Brooks, Director of Governmental Affairs. I'm here today with the President of the Ohio Township Association, Scott Fabian. Scott has served Steubenville Township and Jefferson County as a trustee for 26 years. He was elected to the OTA Board of Directors in 2008 and has held every leadership role, including Director, Secretary-Treasurer, Second Vice President, First Vice President, and now Board President. He has also served as the Executive Committee member for the Jefferson County Township Association and has previously held all of its leadership roles. Professionally, Scott is the Assistant General Superintendent for the Jefferson County Highway Department, where he's worked for 37 years. In addition, he's deeply involved in local infrastructure and public works, serving on the Regional Planning Commission, Health Department Advisory Council, Stormwater Oversight Committee, and the Regional Solid Waste Department. Scott, well, welcome to the 1308 Report, and thanks for being here.
You're welcome.
So for those that may not know you, you've served in township government for many years. We got the information wrong on the intro. So how many years have you served?
I am currently serving in my 28th year.
And then what inspired you to start serving?
My dad, following him as a little kid, watched him through the years. He served from 1970 to 1996. He resigned his last 2 years of service due to retirements from his job and the post office. And I tried to get the appointment then. They didn't appoint me. And so in 2 years, when that seat came up 2 years later, I ran for it. And I was the top vote getter. And
28 years later.
28 years later, I'm still there.
So, and now you serve as the president of the Ohio Township Association.
Yes.
So 28 years later. So what's that mean to you?
28 years ago, I would have never thought about being in this position. It was never, ever on my radar. It is an honor to serve the state association, to represent the people of the townships in Ohio. So it's been a tremendous run.
We think you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
So speaking of the board, so the board met today when we were recording this video. So what are some key topics that the board is currently discussing and working on?
Today we started talking about county township associations, how to get better involvement with the associations, how to get people to step up in leadership roles on the county associations. When we broke down in our little groups, it was interesting how everybody was coming up basically with the same thing. Attendance is low. They found out that getting better speakers on topics that are current and in the current situation, their attendance is raised. And so we're looking at how do we increase that? How do we get more people interested in to step up in the leadership roles?
Yeah. Awesome. Very important county township associations for the strength of our association.
That's it.
Yeah. So, and on a broader level, what are some programs and services that the OTA is providing and doing that it's exciting?
Right now, we at the winter conference, we rolled out the Amazon program. So all townships get a heck of a discount on I'm not sure, over thousands of items that they're offering. That should be a good thing for everybody to sign up. Right now, I think I saw the list, only 79 townships signed up on the list I saw today. So we're encouraging townships to take advantage of this program. We have our golf outing coming up, and that provides money towards our scholarship program. We offer 5 scholarships to students at $1,500 each. And we also ask the county associations to donate if they can to this cause.
Yeah, and the Amazon program it's free, and you get a lot of discounted items, and then the scholarship helps out a couple students to further their careers in school.
Right, exactly.
Awesome.
And the scholarships, students must attend the Ohio school.
Yeah.
So to be eligible, that's part of it. Yes.
There you go. So let's switch gears a little bit for legislation. So someone that works in the county engineer's office, I want to get your take on the Public Works Amendment that the Senate just recently adopted. And as a reminder for the folks at home, That increases the small government program percentage from 10% to 12, and then requires the first 10 million in FY26 to be used for township projects under 5,000 population.
That's tremendous, especially for small townships.
Yeah.
A lot of us can't compete with
Yeah.
the bigger townships, the bigger villages and cities
Yep.
that go after this funding. And this is a great opportunity
Yeah.
to get more money towards us. You know, I'm from a small township. I tell everybody my budget's $250,000, and
Yeah.
they just wonder how we do it.
Yep.
And we operate with one of these this is one of the main programs we operate on.
Mm-hmm.
Without this program, we would be basically back to gravel roads.
Right.
We couldn't maintain asphalt roads.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a great thing. We have a project in the hopper right now. We know it will not qualify for the big ones. So I'm going to work with our county engineer and getting the wording right so we can get this submitted in and have it moved on.
That's awesome. Well, hopefully, townships take advantage of the new program, and I think under the 5,000 population, it'll be really big for a lot of people.
They should jump on it.
Yes, absolutely. So we're halfway through the year here. We're in the middle of June, and it's been very busy to say the least. So from legislative proposals, community events, lots going on. So what's something that has stood out to you so far in the year 2025?
Well, putting my other hat on with the Solid Waste Authority, I'm chairman on that board for the Jefferson Belmont Authority. Senate Bill 147, and it had a lot of changes in it. And one of the changes we didn't like was how a district or an authority can break up.
Sure.
And it was based on the county commissioners, giving the county commissioners the power. And under us, we are an authority. So we only have really one commissioner from Jefferson and one from Belmont that sits on this board. And so we worked with the legislation, and we had an amendment added to it that since our charter was founded, when we were founded, there was a provision in our charter how to break up our district. If we ever decided to do that, which I don't see that happening anytime
but
down
it
the
already
road.
existed.
But so they adopted the amendment that if you already have that in your charter, it'll stay, and the new bill cannot override that, which is good for us.
So, and that's one of your many hats that you wear.
That was
anything looking forward for township wise in the second half?
House Bill 9060 operating budget. That's going to be critical to see what's going to happen down the road, especially with this proposed legislation coming or
constitutional
amendment down the road, so that can really affect us.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, for the people at home, the Senate will release their omnibus bill next week and probably vote it again next week as well. So the OTA is going to be looking at that very closely. So be prepared to advocate for your township's interests. So again, you're in your 28th year of office. I'm sure a lot has changed over those years.
It doesn't get easier.
Yeah, sure. And so what are some of the biggest changes and challenges that you've seen?
Increased in materials. Road salt goes up, asphalt goes up.
Sure.
Services that you need to use goes up.
Yeah.
And the budgets are staying the same or decrease.
Yeah. But cost of goods are going up.
Yeah, the cost of everything goes up, and the money is not going up. And one of the big things we had to do in our township, when the local government got cut in half, we started eliminating half. We had to eliminate half the streetlights, and we found that we still couldn't afford them. So we tried a levy on the ballot. It failed by 8 votes. So we thought, okay, we have a chance. Yeah. We'll try it again. So put the levy back on. It failed by almost 200 votes.
Oh.
So we said, all right, well, the people spoke.
Yep.
And we had to turn the street lights off, which was not a good thing. But when you don't have the money to come out of your general fund and pay for that,
right?
We weren't quite. Everybody thinks you cry wolf when this stuff is going on, but we really weren't.
Sure.
And then when these lights started shutting off, the phone started ringing.
Yep.
So that's not a good thing. But
And that's part of the beauty, I guess, of the transparency of township government, where if citizens want something, they vote for it, or if they don't, they say no, and then there's consequences
Right.
to all of that, right?
that's exactly
yeah.
it.
For newer trustees just starting out, how
Uh,
about some advice for those people?
When I first got in, I listened to the older ones because sometimes, you have ideas, you express your ideas, but sometimes, that's already been happened. That was
Sure.
already tried, so you listen to what the older ones have to say because there's a lot of knowledge in the experience out there.
Yep.
So you listen to them and, you get your feet wet and you move forward with it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Awesome. So how about what's the most important thing that you want people to understand about the Ohio Township Association?
The Ohio Township Association is working on the behalf of all the fiscal officers and trustees in the state of Ohio. And we have an office here, executive director and a staff of 6. So we have actually seven people here in the office, and every day they are working on your behalf in the state of Ohio.
Yeah,
trying to make townships better.
Yep, and we're proud to do it.
Yeah.
Protect and promote township government.
That's
right?
exactly it.
So, well, again, thank you, Mr. President Scott, for your time and for being our very first guest on the 1308 report.
Well, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thank you.
And that's your 1308 report with OTA President Scott Fabian. For more information, visit our website and subscribe to the OTA's legislative alerts. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay connected. Thank you for all you do for Ohio's townships, and we will see you back here next week on 1308 Report.